Hi there, students! I'm XS. That's little x, little s, which stands for extra sweet, because that is what I am. I'm a Puppy-Sensei, and I make Japanese language lessons to help you level up your abilities. And I have my own apocalypse. Da 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 da! This series has always been intended to help teach you about Pathfinder 2e, to get a little bit of exposure for Pathfinder because it's a game system that I really, really love, but also I use it to spotlight other content creators and the awesome, amazing work that they're doing. And today we have our first continuation episode. We had a cliffhanger last week, so I would love to welcome back Celeste and Coffeecat. Hi there, you two.
Hi, it's so nice to be back again to continue our story.
Yes.
I've been looking forward to it as well.
Yeah.
Very much. Yeah. You know, this is my favorite show. I know it sounds like I'm saying that because I'm just trying to gas you up because I'm on the show, but it really is my favorite show.
Well, thank you so much. As of now, a lot has happened. I know that people are following along very closely and really trying to dig into the mystery. I can't wait for today's continuation so that we can continue to see all of the weird things that are happening, because obviously we've kind of set up a pattern, and that pattern seems to be breaking a little bit. And I love that. I hope you're enjoying it too.
Yeah, breaking the mold. This is what we do.
Yay! Goblin energy.
Always.
So just to reintroduce my chat to you, do you both want to talk a little bit about what it is that you do?
Sure. I am Celeste Ryan, cat girl DJ of Irium US. I am a cat girl and I DJ every single day for 137 days as of this recording. I stream daily on Twitch and on Irium, as well as I do occasional DJ sets on YouTube. I love what I do. I'm very fond of creating environments of kindness and happiness through my music and my content.
Yeah. Celeste, I have to say, I have just been watching as some of your songs drop on YouTube, and I don't know what it is, but every single one of them makes me cry. I just break into tears every time.
I worked really hard on the lyrics. I'm so glad that they reach you. Manager Chan worked with me very heavily on the audio. I'm very glad that they're touching you as much as they touched me to work and create.
Yeah, so wonderful. So very, very wonderful. You're both incredibly talented.
Thank you.
I'm just a kitty cat.
Kitty cat.
Kitty cat.
But you're a wonderful kitty cat. You're both my kitty friends. Dogs and cats getting together. What is going on here?
This is madness. The madness. Madness.
It's what your grandparents warned you about.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So great. Well, so today we know where this is going. Yeah. I think I'll give a really quick recap of some of the things that we did last time, because last time's episode was jam-packed. I absolutely loved it, and I'm happy to have you back again because you both brought so much wonderful energy. So in last episode, we spent a long time in what I lovingly refer to as the bunker. Other people have called it the facility. I'm happy with either one. Both of those are great, but of course I always want to leave it to the fans to determine what some of these things are going to be called, since they don't have official titles. But we spent a long time exploring. You got up to the second floor. You are the second group of adventurers who found the second floor, and you actually unlocked a secret pillar that I was extremely excited that you unlocked that. And when you did so, you found a poem, or I don't know if it's a poem or an epitaph. Regardless, what you found is that it said, "A woman devoted to the life of preserving death, that no one may live past their time, that those who reach their time shall rest, and we will rest, and we will rest, and we will rest, And at the time, you didn't really know what that might mean or signify, but as we went through our quest and you ended up meeting up with Unithasaleha, eventually you recited that to her, and at the very end of the episode, she said, "I don't understand how you know this thing." It seemed to trigger some kind of memory in her, and she said, "That's my story." And that's where we left it last time, so I'm extremely excited to pick this up and kind of continue with your conversation with Uni and see what she has to say from there.
Phenomenal. So I guess are we jumping in? Are we jumping straight in?
I think we can jump straight in. So I think we can just go back to that lair, as she called it, her little library, and I think immediately picking up right after she says, "I don't understand. That is my story."
So, you knew your own story this whole time. You lied to us. You lied to us, and you knew. What other secrets are you keeping from us? I, for one, am beginning to not trust you so much, lady. And I'm starting to feel maybe that this woman isn't trustworthy.
I think Uni is going to... You'll notice a couple things happen through her visage. Her face changes a little bit, and she goes from absolute shock. Like, this dawned on her that you knew this story, and that she kind of put it together, and her face kind of contorts from shock and surprise to actually looking a little bit hurt. And I think she's going to look at you, and she's kind of going to just shake her head, and she's going to say, "I don't think that I lied. I don't think that I knew that was my story until you reminded me of it. It's been a very long time that I've been here, and I don't really remember much of who I was before I was maybe banished to this place or maybe sent to this place. I don't really know."
Well, based on that story, it sounds like you had an obsession with death, and it seems like this library continues to fill up with death. You haunt us. You haunt everyone with holding on to these stories of people's lives, taking them from them, and then keeping them for yourself. You deserve to be banished. Not only that, but I'm starting to think here that maybe we need to do something about you.
She kind of
Whoa.
slumps
Hey,
down in her chair.
I don't... That's not us.
Patches, she seems responsible for this. Patches, I think she may be the one that caused all of this. All of our trauma, us getting stuck here to begin with. All of this may be on her. Maybe
To what end?
if we
Why
take
would she do this?
that she doesn't remember, or she's lying to us again. Who knows? At this point, she's shown that she's not trustworthy. So maybe we need to, if we take her out, perhaps we can finally find our way out.
You need to really think about what you're saying here. That is a blasphemy of the highest order.
How is it a blasphemy?
Your oath. You're meant to protect, not destroy. You're meant to show forgiveness even to those who may not deserve it, and she still seems a victim of what I don't know. That may not absolve her of her actions, but that doesn't mean it's our job to arbit out punishment.
She's not a victim. If she's been punished by being here, if she's the one that caused all of this, she's the one that's caused our suffering.
Have you ever thought about how we got here?
Yes.
Do you think we did something to deserve it?
No, you seem to be so obsessed with this obsession of like, we did something, but there's nothing to prove that. The only thing that I can see here is someone who's obsessed with death, who got what was coming to her, and now we need to finish it.
For a long time, Uni stays very silent. She's almost clearly defeated. You can just see in her countenance that she's leaning forward. These horns that she has on her head, these 2 pairs of horns, almost seem suddenly as if they're hard for her to keep up as her head just sort of tilts forward. She sort of shakes her head from side to side and she says, maybe you're right. I don't know. I don't know what I did to deserve this, and I don't know whether or not there's anything that I can do to fix it, but I want to try, and that is why I gave you the book, so that you can keep it, and so that you can continue to keep your story and keep your story alive, and also to let the future people who will come through here tell me what is changing, so that maybe I can provide some kind of help to the next ones, but I don't understand what's going on either.
It sounds like you are aware of there being more and more people coming through here. Sounds like you're assuming that there will be another set of individuals coming through here, that you're assuming that we will die and we will be defeated and that this will be our end and you need to hold on to this. Again, you seem responsible and I'm not sure I like that.
Maybe you are right. I don't know.
Patches, what do you think? I feel like you're giving her too much credit. If what it was saying was true, if that area was true, she has an obsession with death. Whoever she was prior still exists right in front of us right now.
We're all obsessed with death. We spend our whole lives thinking about it. We spend our whole lives in denial of it. You and I devoted ourselves to plumbing the depths of that mystery, to preserving things on this plane of existence that we felt were worth preserving, protecting those who needed it, serving those who had nothing. I know ends don't justify means, and I know it's very hard to grasp the consequences of actions when we take them, but we do the best we can with the information we have at the time. And it may just be my nature, but I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt.
What? She has shown nothing but that she involves herself in the deaths of... Look at the books. How many books? How many dead people are here? Girl, woman, how many books are here?
Very many, more than I can count.
And each one of them belonged to someone who died after coming through here.
I do not know. I don't see them again. It is only my assumption that they died. Maybe they go back to where they came before and I never see them again. But all I know is that they come and I offer them a little bit of help in exchange for allowing their story to survive here, and then I don't see them again.
But they don't get to keep that story. They lose it.
That's correct.
So really, you're just stealing from. You continue to perpetuate. This space only exists for you. You're the only benefiter of this place in general.
I do try to help. I make a trade. I don't steal. I make a trade. I never take unless it is given freely.
That is true. She never made us tell her anything. We were always free to go.
That is correct.
I don't trust this. Something's wrong.
Of course something's wrong. Everything's wrong. Nothing about this is right. But what can we do? We can sit here and rail about it, or we can try to take the only lead we have to try to make it correct again.
The lead we have is this.
Make a trade. It is okay. I accept that you don't. I only want to help, and I am asking you if I can help through a trade.
I don't trust this. I don't like this. So far, she's the only one that we've come across that hasn't either tried to record us or kill us. But something's off. If she's that obsessed death cultist from down there, and she's being punished by being stuck here to continue to perpetuate people's deaths, I don't know. I don't know about this.
Oni looks truly sad, and she continues to kind of shake her hand and shake her head from side to side and wring her hands ever so slightly, and she'll just continue to say, I don't really care what you do. I only want to help. I gave you the journal so that the journal can find its way to the next person, and I hope that it does. And I hope that you do live. I hope you succeed. I hope things change. I want to leave here, but until anything changes, I will continue to do as I must.
What do you think? What shall we do from here? There's a door. There's our exit. We can go.
I think Stitches takes a look at you, a look at the door, a look at Uni, and is very pensive for a moment, clearly considering something very serious, but then seems to come to a conclusion. All right, this book you gave us, this piece of yourself, I will do what I can, but I can't accept something for nothing. So I want you to have this. And Stitches takes out from their little bag the notebook, the journal, where they just write down everything. And says in a very serious voice, I want you to take this.
That's your journal. That's your book. That's your life. You're giving her everything, your whole history. You will know nothing. You will have nothing. You will be nothing. Do you understand that?
We were all nothing once.
Yeah, but we're trying to escape. Do you see how much harder this is gonna be now that I'm the only one who can remember anything?
You think we can escape, but what if we can't? I'm not content to just disappear.
You're a quitter is what it is. You're quitting on us. You're quitting on me.
I'm sorry you see it that way, but it's my story, my life, my choice to make.
Uni holds out her hands, and she doesn't take the book, but instead allows you to place the book in her hands.
Don't let me be forgotten. Stitches says that so quietly that you're probably not even sure if they said anything out loud.
Uni will nod, and she still just looks sad. She takes it, and she kind of holds it close to her chest for a moment, almost like a school child, just holding something precious to her. And then, for a moment, she'll open it, and she leafs through it very quickly. She looks through, and she says, "This is a worthy trade, and I thank you for this gift. I will keep it, and I will make sure that it lives forever."
Stitches nods very solemnly.
We had a chance. You gave it away. I'm disappointed. So, since I'm going to be the only one who can remember anything, and you will be a blank canvas, and we still need to find our way out of this mess that you have obviously given up on doing, and we are still stuck with nothing further. We have gained nothing but an empty book. What do we do now?
That is not entirely true. I am going to give you something for the gift. You gave me a story, and as promised, if you give me a story, I will happily give you something back that will, I hope at least, make your journey a little bit easier.
Sure. What are you giving us?
As I said, I think I will give you something that will make it so that you can survive longer. That is my goal.
What is it?
A weapon.
What kind of weapon?
Very powerful.
You're being very, very vague. I need answers. And quickly. I am tired of this.
I will give you a healing staff. It will hopefully keep you magically alive a little bit longer.
I'm a frickin' healer.
Now you have
What
two.
This is... Stitches. Stitches. Stitches.
It's not always a bad idea to have a backup. There's limits to how much energy you can force through yourself in a day, you know.
I'll know, but you won't in 2 seconds.
I will note
Okay.
you have not forgotten anything yet. I just want you to know that for the moment.
Yet.
I'm not leaving till I get a cup of tea.
Ah. Okay. Do you make that known?
I think I'm gonna look at the cup on the floor, look at the tea, look at Uni, look at the cup, look at Uni, look at the cup.
You would still like to drink with me? I'm sorry.
Well, if you're offering, you know, it's been a day. I could use a nice cup of tea.
Of course, you are welcome.
Hey,
she'll get up and...
Hey, Stitches. Before you forget who yourself is, do we got anything? You know.
Are you just gonna
put in the
ransack
cup?
the place when she gets up to get tea?
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
Oh, I was like, Celeste, are you gonna ransack the place while she gets up to make a cup of tea?
No, I want to put something in her cup.
You're gonna what now?
I don't trust this woman. She has done nothing but take from us. She may have offered us some sort of boons, but I have no value in this death cultist.
I think Uni will get up and will go to make 3 more cups of tea at this point. Well, I guess she'll make 2 more because hers is still sitting at the table. So she'll make 2 more cups of tea, 1 for each of you. It's going to take a few moments, so you do have a minute.
You know, Stitches, you're going to forget me, right?
I know.
And you're going to forget you. And you're going to forget our past. And our history. And you're giving this all to some strange lady in a hut who has so many stories you probably couldn't ever read that are useless to anybody but her. You gave it all away. Pointless.
All of this is happening for a reason. There are forces at play here that are bigger than any of us.
There may be, but if a snake woman comes up to me and asks for my liver, I'm not gonna give it to her because there's forces bigger than you know?
Cinnamon. Livers for the liver god.
So, I'll give you a moment. Do you, in fact, want to do something while she's gone?
I'm upset, but I'm not a murderer.
Okay.
So.
No, break your oath. Let's see what happens.
No. I am furious. I am angry. I am angry at Stitches, and the worst part is she won't even know why in 2 minutes. But I'm not a monster.
I think a few moments later, Uni will come back with 2 cups of tea. She'll sit down, and she'll slowly slide them both across the table for you to take. And then she'll pick up her own, which is now cooling, and she'll sip it and just stare, her eyes darting between each one of you.
You better read the damn book.
Of course.
And then, whoever comes after us, that book counts for them too. Because that has not just not just Stitch's story, but mine. Our entire history.
Well, then, without putting too fine of a point on it, I think I have gotten a story from you, which, if you agree, that means I can help you as well.
Oh, I'm not giving you my memory. I'm not stupid.
I understand.
That all I'm gonna say is if we walk out that door and suddenly I'm dealing with a toddler brain Stitches, I'm coming right back through this door, and you will suffer.
Don't worry, I never had a brain.
Stitches.
It's true.
No harm comes to Stitches.
Stitches is very amused by their stupid joke as they continue to sip on the tea.
If any harm comes to Stitches, I will come back.
I will tell you
this. To be a bother, but milk, sugar.
She looks at you as if you've grown 6 extra heads, and she goes, "Are you serious?" Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, if you're able to get tea, you might as well have milk and sugar in this place too.
I have it. I'm just very surprised. She gets up and she goes over. She procures a little dish of milk and a little cup full of sugar, brings it back. Once again, she slides them across the table at you, and then she'll turn her attention and she'll say, "Listen, let me tell you the truth. If you walk out that door and then you come back to hurt me because something has happened, I will be more happy than you could possibly know. No one ever comes back. It doesn't happen. But if it did, and you came back and you chopped my head off, nothing could make me happier, just because that means that something is broken and you were able to come back. It doesn't happen."
Yeah, because you're a death cultist. Your obsession. Anyways, I have very little patience for your nonsense. Your whatever this game you're playing. I'm not in it for this. I'm in it for Stitches. We gotta make it out of this place alive, and then I have to teach Stitches how to freaking do everything again. Do you understand? She knows how to make such good food, and now I'm lost. I'm gonna have to eat my own food. And I'm sure there's so many recipes in there.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
If I'm being honest with you, I don't know what happens. I only know that you lose your story, so I don't know what's going to happen.
I know what's going to happen. I have no doubt.
I'm kind of interested, if I'm telling you the truth. I almost want to know what's going to happen, but I won't know because once you go through that door, I'll never see you again.
You'll know if I put it in the book.
That is actually a really good point.
I really wish I had matches.
For scientific curiosity, would you do that for me and tell me what you remember on the book?
Being something of a scientist myself, I'm more than happy to.
She won't remember this conversation.
No, I'll write it down in the book what I'm supposed to do. And with that, I take it out and start writing.
Amazing.
I really wish I had some matches. Fire.
Why do you want the
anything.
matches?
I want to destroy this whole place. I want to burn it all down. But because me and Stitches are stuck here right now, I can't.
That would be very unfortunate.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it would be for you. Well, Stitches, have you drank your tea?
Yeah, it was quite nice. Thank you very much.
Of course,
All right,
I've
let's get the
never
hell
had
out
an...
of here.
Oh, okay. Well, then goodbye.
Before we go,
Mm,
in case I don't see you again, I do have just one more question.
of course.
I'm gonna take out the apple from the robot tree.
Mm.
Do you know what this is?
This looks like healing apple. It's like a magical fruit. It makes you heal a little bit.
Okay.
Look, yes. But why?
Why? Why is it apple?
Well, it's not every day you see a tree growing out of a robot's corpse.
A robot.
Tin
An
Man, guy with the automaton, a man made of metal.
I saw recently automaton.
Yeah, he's probably dead because of you. Thank you.
Their heart shone like a star, and it made me so sad.
If it is the one that I am thinking of, I don't have their story.
Ah, see, smart one.
They chose
real
not to give it
real
to me.
quick question for you, only. There's
course.
we had the there was a pillar in that room. I believe we shared with you what it said on said pillar, and that's how you remember your story. What
You did, yes.
What about that room? I didn't.
You did. I remember.
I was like, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, you did.
Why was that in that room?
In what room? I don't know what room it was in.
It was a bunker. It had a pillar, had your memories on it. There was other places in the room that had stuff about you and your death cult nonsense.
I don't think she's ever been to that place.
She wouldn't remember, or at least she's saying she wouldn't.
Anything that I say, you're not going to believe me. I'm sorry. I wish that I could.
Tisk.
I only want to help right now.
Uh-huh. Then you wouldn't have accepted that journal. Anyways, let's go.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course.
I hope we see you again.
I hope so too.
As I'm walking to the door, there's a bunch of shelves, right? Shelving units.
Are you gonna do what I think you're gonna do?
I'm just gonna push it over.
Oh my god.
One of the bookshelves?
Yeah.
I think a couple of them are probably actually bolted to the wall, but I think just by weird happenstance, you pick one of the ones that is freestanding, and
oh no,
it falls over. And not only does it fall over, but it smashes into a glass case that was filled with weapons. And I think the bookshelf crashes, and the books go flying out everywhere, and the glass case smashes into bits, and these ancient, priceless weapons go spilling out and tumble all around the room. And as this happens, I think Uni bolts up very quickly. Once more, I think her tea spills across the table, and her chair falls over behind her. And for a moment, you definitely get a rise out of her, and her eyes flash bright purple. And I think her fists are both going to clench as if she were going to charge at you. And she takes a deep breath and bites her bottom lip, and she just shakes her head. She goes, "That will take me a long time to repair."
Good. Stitches, let's go.
I'm imagining I'm already out the door at this point, which is why you felt emboldened enough to do that.
Oh, well.
And then I'm just like, what was that? And you're like, what was what? And slammed the door.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly
Nice.
that. What was what?
Perfect.
So we're on the
Right.
other side of the door now.
Yeah. Before we go through that door, I think let's take a very, very brief break. Everybody at home, we'll see you in just a minute. Welcome back. I am going to describe to the two of you what you see as you step through this door. I think you don't feel any wind as you open the door. You know, you imagine if there was an air pressure difference when you open a door, that you might feel some kind of wind or change in temperature upon opening a door. You don't feel that. The room itself doesn't change, but as you step through the door, I think you're going to feel a pretty vicious little wind, very, very, very strong, and you suddenly find yourselves on an island. A very, very, very small island. There's nothing here. You see a shipwreck very close by. There's no vegetation, and there's no life. There are signs of skulls around as if people had been here once. But the other thing that you notice almost immediately is a chain that goes off into the water. Perhaps this island itself had an anchor? Hard to tell. But I think that you're also going to notice a little change in the representation of your character, Stitches. You have a new moniker. You're now known as the Threadbare Adventurer. You were once homespun, and now you are threadbare. Now, in terms of how much you have lost, for the most part, I'm going to leave that up to you. But I will say that you have definitely given up significant parts of your story. I personally don't feel that you're no longer capable of doing ordinary, normal activities, right? You haven't lost your memory to the point that you don't know how to cast magic or, brush your teeth. But your background has also been changed, and there have been other changes to your character sheet itself. You are now an amnesiac.
Oh, this is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
How do I open my character sheet again? I forgot.
Double-click your character.
Ah, that was my mistake. I kept right-clicking. I forgot I put my ethnicity as Fancy Rat. Ah, this is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mid-game respect, mid-game respect.
So, we're on an island, middle of nowhere. clearly. Skulls all around us. Door's gone. No one else is here. And, Stitches, do you remember who you are?
Kind of. Although I thought my name was Patches.
Patches? Is your name Patches? I thought it was Stitches.
Maybe. I know
Okay,
you.
Stitches. You know me. Wait, how do you remember me?
I don't remember how we met, but we've been friends for a long time.
Are you telling me that you kept a journal of everything that happens in your life, and you didn't write about me in there at all?
Maybe. I gave a book to a woman a few minutes ago. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, you gave your entire life history, except for me, I guess.
You must have been pretty important to me.
Based on it, it sounds like I wasn't very important to you since I wasn't in your fucking journal.
Are you mad that I remember you?
No, I'm happy you remember me, but I'm upset that you didn't write about me in your journal.
I'm sorry? I think Stitches finds Patches, Stitches, whatever. They find this situation very amusing because they have no context for why you're mad as hell right now.
Okay.
They're trying not to laugh even though you're very upset.
Okay. Do you remember how we got here?
We walked through a door.
Okay, before that.
We talked to a woman who you did not like very much.
Before that.
We were in another place before that door. We fought some very unpleasant little skeletons.
Before that.
Some sort of hole in the ground.
I'm going
underground.
Before
that.
that.
I'm going to very briefly interrupt you just to say off in the distance, you hear something moving in the water. And that's it. Continue.
Oh, fuck.
Before that.
I don't know.
So you only remember from the time we've been here?
I think so.
Okay.
I have bits and pieces.
Well, it's nice to have you back. Glad you haven't forgotten about me. I guess we're still gonna call it. Is your name Stitches or Patches?
I don't know.
Which do you prefer?
That's a good question.
All
This
right.
island would be nice if it weren't for the skulls. Did I say that already?
Stitches it is. So, yeah, island to skulls, definitely something moving in the water. Concerned about that. Boat to the north east of us looks broken, but there is a sail on it, so that's a good thing.
Where's the rest of the boats?
You know, probably consumed. Maybe they just don't like the taste of the head. Stitches, Patches, O'Houlihan. Okay. All right. Let's go. So for one, I'm not a big fan of giant thing in water after we just fought something in the last place we went to through a door. So let's do this. Let's go to that boat. And let's see if there's anything on that boat.
I think you're going to
Okay.
hear another sound in the water from a different side of the island this time.
So does it sound distinct from just the wind and the waves happening?
Definitely.
Okay. Definitely some things in the water. Multiple things in the water. Loving this for us.
There's
Going
also-
to definitely think we need to get on this boat.
It might just be what are they called? They're like dogs, but in the water.
Do you remember what dogs are?
Kind of. Dogs are like wolves, but friendlier.
Yeah, okay, cool. So, why are you on that side of the boat?
There was a nice little plank to walk on.
Yeah, but this side of the boat is not connected to anything, has a sail. We could push off. We can get out of here.
We're gonna sail half a boat.
We're gonna sail half a boat.
If you think that's best.
All right. I'm gonna try to push off the island with this half of the boat.
All right. I think that you're going to suddenly notice off behind you that something is moving very quickly through the water. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make this visible, that you notice surfacing behind you is the head of an elasmosaur.
Wonderful.
Oh my god, it's Nessie.
And it's moving
You remember Nessie?
rapidly.
What? Did you write anything in the books of importance? You remember Nessie.
That wasn't
You remember
in
me.
character. That wasn't in
But you
character.
can't. You can't.
I'm not
Okay.
from Scotland.
Okay. So what I see here is a giant water dog. And
I think that's a water wolf.
I don't. Do you even remember what you have on you right now?
I still know how to. Yes?
Okay.
I was a cleric, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel that power in me still.
Okay.
Should we not be on the boat?
No. See, here's the deal. Better to be on the boat. You want to know why?
Versus the rock?
You want to know why?
Sure.
We can still push away from the island.
Further into the element of this water wolf.
Further away from whatever this entity that is playing this stupid game wants us to do.
How fast do you think that thing can swim?
Probably faster than
Speaking of which.
we can get the boat moving, personally. But
So we should probably go into initiative now, since this thing is rapidly moving towards you. As much as I don't want to cut this off, because y'all are amazing.
500 yards from our location.
I think it is very close, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to roll initiative for the elasmosaur. And y'all can roll initiative as well.
how do we roll again?
So you should be able to find the initiative thingy either in your character sheet or at the top of your screen. There's
Okay,
kind of like
rolling.
Yeah.
Shit.
Whew.
Son of a carp.
All right.
Well, it feels accurate. We're sitting here bickering, and then this thing is Naruto running towards us.
Yep, pretty much. All right, it does have 35 feet of movement speed. I've got actions that I can take. Let's get some measurement going here. Oh my gosh, I can just...
Yeah, you can reach us.
Yeah,
Big angry
most
fish.
certainly. All right, let's move you here. That was actually 40 feet. This is fine. Alright, if that was one action, then let's... Let's strike you with a fin. I don't have as much reach with the fin, but that's perfectly fine. This is my first attack. Who am I hitting? I'm gonna hit you because you're closer.
It's gonna be like getting slapped with a wet towel.
Yeah,
A very hard wet towel.
very hard wet towel. Let's see here. That's a hit.
Oh.
Just
Ooh.
Oh, fuck.
normal hit. And the damage that I will inflict shall be significant.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh no. Oh no.
So you can go ahead and take that damage if you would. All right. And then... I'm gonna try to grab you with my jaws.
Oh, of course. Grab the rat.
That's a hit. That's definitely...
Do you
Oh,
even
good
know
lord.
you're a rat?
You're saying this as I'm getting dragged underwater.
Okay, you've been grabbed. Fuse after destroy the monster attempts to grapple the creatures. Okay, I get basically a grapple effect here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I think I got it.
Critical success.
I am very grabbed.
You are definitely grabbed. Okay, so with that critical success, you are grabbed. I'm going to have to wait until my next turn before I can do what I want to do with that, which in that time you may be able to wriggle out, but that's fine. But at any rate, you are grabbed for the moment. So let's...
And it's her turn, right?
Yeah, let's go from there. All right.
It's a hug, but with teeth.
Okay. Stitches O'Houlihan. You know what to do.
Stitches a what?
Stop talking. Do the thingy.
Is that acrobatics, or how does it... What are we doing here?
So are you wanting to wriggle out?
No, I think I'm gonna stay here. I feel so cozy.
You like being held. I think you need to roll acrobatics, I believe.
Okay.
Maybe it's athletics, though. I'm just looking at your feats.
I hope it's acrobatics, because my athletics modifier is not good.
Yeah, you can do acrobatics. That's perfectly fine. So, yes, roll acrobatics. And...
Just a regular roll?
Yeah, just acrobatics roll. Okay, yeah, that's gonna do it. That's perfectly fine. So you are wrestled out, and then you would have your 2 actions left.
I am gonna get the heck out of here.
Okay.
I would like to cheese it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. I am scampering as fast as my little feet can take me.
Nice.
I want to be as far into the interior of this island as I can get.
Okay. Great. And is that your whole turn, I think? That's 2 movements? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's everything I can do.
All right. My robust adventurer, what shall you do?
You know what time it is.
Yay!
It's boobin' time.
How do I target something?
You're gonna hover over it and hit T. Okay, that is a hit.
Then I click damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 9 damage. Okay, I took it. You have 2 more actions. The other thing that I'm going to have you note at this point is that your halberd suddenly looks like it's made of a different material, and it feels stronger to you. You don't know how that happened, but...
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Okay, that is also a hit. Okay, great.
Kick his ass.
Awesome. Critical miss. That is not a natural 1, it's just a critical miss, so that's good. That's not a fumble. That would be the end of your turn, so that brings us back to Rasmusaur. It's gonna try to use its jaws on you now. So it does a jaws attack. That's a miss. Another one will try to bite you again. That's a hit, though. So my damage will be 28. Okay, quite a lot of damage. It also has the grab action here, so my athletics check is going to be a failure.
Ha 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 ha.
Yes. I'm going to spend my last action moving, and I'm going to come down here. Okay. All right. Okay, my threadbare adventurer.
Kick his ass, Stitches.
Ah! Ah! Alright. Let's... I'm thinking. I'm reading spell options. Give me a second.
Do take note also that you now have a staff of healing. Again, you don't remember getting that. You don't remember Uni having handed you that. It's just something that you suddenly have after walking through the door. Okay.
All right, Stitches, do what you need to do.
I'm thinking... Are you close enough that I can bless you, or do I need to move for that?
Let's see, what's the range on blast?
15 feet.
Emanation. I don't think you're... Yeah,
No,
you're
I'm
not
20
quite...
feet.
Well, can I move a little bit and then do it?
Yeah.
Alright, and that is all three of your actions, I think. You took a step and...
Did the spell?
Yep. Alright.
Sounds good.
Okay, Celeste. What would you like to do? Oh, okay.
I took a bite of my fruit.
Nice. Okay, perfect.
Well, you healed all of it.
That would have been 2 actions, so it's 1 to take it, 1 to eat it.
That's incredibly funny to me.
Why?
And then I moved. That's my third action, right?
Yep. Alright. My Elasmosaur. We'll try this again. It didn't work so well last time, but I believe that you have moved in range. Yeah, you're in range of my bite.
Nom nom.
That's a miss. And again.
Awesome.
Ah, I hit you. Okay, good. It deals 24 heckin' damage. Alright. And then I will once again attempt to grab you. Where's my grab? There's my grab. Here we go. That is a success. Okay. You are grappled. And
Okay.
now...
You've done 3 different actions.
I think I have done 1 actually, so or 2. I'm sorry, 2. So I attempted a bite, I succeeded with a bite, and then my grab is actually subsumed in that bite. So I get 1 more action, and since you are grabbed, I get to do 1 more athletics roll. I'm really hoping that I make this one. I do. Beautiful. Okay. I need to describe exactly what happens here. I have just used the ability Drag Below. I have you grabbed in my jaws, and because you're grabbed, I am going to forcibly move you 5 feet towards my body.
Okay.
So you move... I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on. You move 5 feet towards me, and I have to wait for my next turn to see if I can continue moving you further in the water, as is my goal. All right. But for now, it is Patch's turn.
I thought for sure you were gonna just like snap the neck real quick and wee fling.
Would have been fun.
It would have been.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what I think I'd like to do is use one of my font spells
Okay.
to heal. Actually, how are you looking on hit points, Celeste?
I'm down to 70 out of my 94.
I don't know if it'd be better to heal you or if it'd be better to try to get it to drop you. Yeah, can I try to help her break out?
So in order to do that, I think you're going to have to use the aid action, which...
Okay.
All right. Excuse me. All right. Using the aid action, you are going to roll, in this case, probably athletics.
Okay. Let me do that. I'm not great at it, but let's give it a try.
Yeah. Okay. I do not...
That was not great.
No, that's not going to meet the threshold. But you will still have 2 actions left.
Okay. I was like, there's nothing. Is there anything I could have done with my points to change that?
You could have. You could re-roll that as a hero point. Now, I just want to, before you use a hero point on this, though, I just want to tell you, so essentially with the aid action, you're looking at adding successes to Celeste's next roll to try to get out. So
Oh, okay, got it.
you're going to essentially add like a positive 1 or a positive 2. Now, whether that's something you want to spend your hero point on or not, that's kind of up to you.
I don't know. That would make that much of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what I'll do, since its face is right there,
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to try to do Vampiric Feast on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. All right. Just to make sure I have the right thing targeted here. All right.
Oh, yeah, right. Duh.
Looks like a success with a 31.
That's one tough dinosaur.
But you would still do half the damage, I believe, since
Okay,
that's
so
only
time
a
to roll
success.
damage.
Yeah. You can after applying. All right.
So 20, 10.
I believe that means that I take half the damage, and you gain half of that, so you would gain 5 back, if I'm reading the spell correctly.
Yep.
Okay.
That sounds right.
Yeah. I'm just gonna manually give you 5 back. All right.
Yay.
Cool. All right. I think that's your whole turn. Is that
Yep.
right? Yeah. Okay. All right, Celeste, you are grabbed, and it is pulling you toward it.
I'm looking through my skills. 1 second. I'm going to try to...
Mhm. Absolutely.
All right, can I shove this little guy? Because he's like, get him away from me because I have Titan Wrestler.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
right.
Ooh. I don't know how that interacts with being grabbed. Can you shove if you have been grabbed? Let me look that up really quickly. It would
his
have
eyes.
the manipulate action, so I know that you have to pass a DC 5 flat check, which should be very easy to do. I'm actually going to look this up because I don't know.
Stick your fingers in
Forced
his nose.
movement should break grab, right? Yeah.
Force movement. Okay. Yeah.
So do I
Breaks
just
their
click
grab.
so should I choose Titan Wrestler and click it?
I think so. Does Titan Wrestler
doesn't
have a
let-
specific interaction?
it
Yeah,
doesn't.
I didn't know if it did. So I think you just roll your athletics, just a regular athletics check, with it.
Robust Adventurers already rolled initiative. Okay.
Oh.
You gotta go to the skills.
Yeah,
I
you have
think,
to go
not
to
the
skills.
attributes.
Oh, okay. There we go.
That does it.
It's pretty high. Yeah,
That does
it's
it.
pretty high.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. With a shove, you have shoved it back 5 feet. Grapple is broken, and you are freed. Okay, so that was one action.
All right.
My ineffectual flailing clearly was the linchpin of that operation.
That was absolutely all because of you. Yeah. So do I only take? Can I only do the 11 instead of the 16 for damage now?
For your attack, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so 11. Okay.
Okay.
That's a hit.
That is a hit. Right. Great. Let's take some damage. Wonderful. All right. It is looking hurt. Quite hurt.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
And I think you still have one action.
I still have one action, right?
Mm-hmm. What is the actual range on this thing?
Oh, are you laying hands on
10.
Myself.
yourself?
Nice. Okay. Okay, awesome. Very good.
Nice.
Back, baby. All right, that's it for me.
Awesome.
Plush toy versus Loch Ness Monster.
I don't think it liked what you just did very much, and so
I imagine not.
I think I'm gonna move up here. Does that put me in range? I think that should.
Alright. New plan. After we kill it, we'll put the sail on its back and sail its corpse.
I love this idea. I'm going to cut off its head.
Skulls for the skull throne.
Yep.
I think I can effectively go around here and end up there.
That feels accurate.
Yeah.
And then I will do an attack. I'm going to try to grab you. You're smaller and less scary.
I feel like being smaller might make me a little tougher to grab at times.
Possibly, yeah. Hajaba. That's a hit.
Hit.
Damn it. You would think. Theory versus practice.
Ooh.
It's alright, I'm tougher than I look.
And that's the
I'm
wrong
like
athletics.
I'm visibly losing stuffing at this point.
A failure. Okay.
Okay.
You are not grabbed. Okay, great.
Now it's your turn.
It is indeed.
Stitches.
Yes.
You got this.
Yes. Okay.
Make sure you stay alive. I can't do this without you.
I'm trying. Well, since it's just got me right now.
It doesn't have you grabbed.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it does
No.
not.
Okay, well that changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check the range on some stuff really quick.
Absolutely. Pretty much anything this is in range, because effectively that little corner means that it is 5 feet away from you.
Yeah, I was just thinking of trying to get out of grabbing range.
Valid. It does have a 15-foot reach, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Alright, you know what? Fuck it, heightened bone spray, I think.
Amazing. Alright. I will do my research. Reflex save. Failure. Amazing. Full damage.
How do I rotate the cone?
You shouldn't need to worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Should be alright without a cone, because I know that you can hit it, so.
Fair enough. Okay, so now I need to roll damage.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, nice damage.
Wait, what's
And
going on?
1 persistent bleed.
You did good. You did good.
Yeah.
And you've
No,
only...
for a second I got yeeted off the map.
Oh. It didn't show that on my end. You're fine.
No, I mean my screen.
Oh.
I no clipped into the back rooms for a second. I'm fine.
What's the back rooms?
It's a furniture store that's scary.
Oh, okay. You didn't write about that in your journal either, did you?
You do have 1 action left.
Okay, can I do a self-heal?
Yeah, you can use one of your healing spells at a level 1.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Cool. Nice.
Yay!
Not bad.
Did you hear yourself?
Did I? Yes, I did.
Okay.
Did you take
No,
the
I'm not
healing?
gonna be...
You gotta take the heal. You gotta click on the heal button.
Yeah.
Where?
Over in the chat.
Yeah, in the chat all the way to the right. So there's damage, half, double, block, and heal. Nice.
Oh!
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Yeah. Cool. All right, Celeste.
Oh, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know what time it is.
Kick his ass. Kick his ass.
Yay. That's gonna hit. Okay, go ahead and hit that damage. 15. All right. Looking ragged. Okay.
It's gonna hit.
It's gonna hit. Okay. Take that again. Nearly dead, actually. That is a miss.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. Alrighty. It is looking real hurt. It does take persistent bleed.
Oof.
Yep.
Bleeding, it's hurting. Should the fuck with the rat and the raccoon.
And the big titty raccoon.
Yeah, this is the way.
Okay. What are we gonna do here? I think I'm just... I can't use Thrashing Retreat.
No, please, move around more, lose more blood.
Let's just try to strike our little poppet again.
This thing has it out for me, man.
That's
Oh, it hit.
17 damage.
I'm really glad I hit.
Go ahead, take that for me. Okay. Try to grab ya. Fail.
Failure. Yes.
Yeah. I'll attack again.
All right. Well, you know what I'm gonna do?
Oh my god. That's a lot of damage.
I'm gonna use Retributive Strike.
Ooh, okay.
An enemy damages your ally and in your both in the champions area. You protect your ally and strike your enemy. The ally gains resistance to all damage against the triggering damage equal to 2 plus your level.
Okay.
If the enemy is within reach, make a melee strike against it.
Okay.
So do I make a melee strike?
Yes.
Is it gonna which one is it gonna be? That's my question.
Oh, like what bonus?
Max.
Max?
Yeah, it's gonna be your max. Yep.
Let me make sure I'm targeting the right thing.
I'm gonna temporarily give you this HP back.
I missed.
Oh no. Okay.
That's okay though. It's okay.
Okay.
So we're good. Yeah.
All right, then I'll just leave that as it is for that second attack, and I'll make the third attack. And that's a critical miss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
End of my turn. All right.
All right. Pop it. Time to go. Time to go hard. Heal yourself.
First, let's try something here.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, okay.
You swung a battle axe at it. Ooh.
Yes.
And hit. And hit for enough to kill.
Oh my gosh, we killed the little fricker. It's time.
Alright, I'm gonna get at that apple and just go at it with gusto.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yum, 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 yum. And then, yeah, I'll drop a heal on myself too.
Nice.
Although I can do the heightened version, the 2-action version, so let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can do the 2 for more hit points or 3 to heal you both.
I'll heal us both.
Okay. If I remember correctly, I think that your new staff is also adding extra times that you can heal.
Okay.
I don't know if those are reflected in your spell sheet or not.
Okay. Yeah, see, it said Staff of Healing greater +2.
Okay.
Do I take a heal on that as well?
Yes, since that was an
So we both
emanation.
click heal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm full. I'm
Thanks.
fine.
Amazing.
I'm fine.
I'm in decent enough shape to continue on, I think.
So as you watch this thing kind of bob in the water and its blood kind of starts spreading out in the water as you've killed it, a door appears on the other side of the island.
Wait a second. Before we go any further, let me oh, I do I have any more of these? I don't have enough focus points. Okay. I want to check out this this chain. Can I see how heavy it is?
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, you can start pulling it in because it doesn't seem like it's attached to anything.
Pulling it in.
All right. So you pull and pull and pull, and eventually you find what looks like a collar at the end that's been snapped off, like a metal collar. It's been snapped in half. And just at a very brief, very, very quick glance, that collar looks exactly the size of the Elasmosaurus's neck.
Hey, Stitches, this was a pet.
I wonder what it was guarding.
I think it's just, again, this strong feeling that they're just trying to kill us. They're just trying to kill us. Something's trying to kill us.
I don't know. You don't go through all the trouble of setting up a big ugly monster, chaining it to a rock if you don't have something to protect. I guess it's a mystery.
All right, I want to spend like 10 minutes to refocus my points real quick.
Yeah, there's really nothing sort of compelling you to go on. You don't have to go through the door. You can wait. The only thing that I'm going to tell you, and I've said this to other adventurers in the past, you can't get a good rest here. Whatever it is about the magic of this place, you can't actually like lay down and take a rest, but you can regain focus points. I'm fine with that.
Okay. How do I do that? How do I regain focus?
You would just spend 10 minutes resting, and then
How do I do that?
you would effectively have your. I mean, we can just sort of
Give it back. Okay.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
take a look at
it's
the.
back now.
All right. Awesome. Then I take a look at the body just to see
Yeah.
if there's anything on it.
Yeah. You can definitely sort of explore it. It doesn't seem to have anything of value. I mean, it's got teeth, it's got a tongue, but you know, it's a wild animal, effectively.
Okay. Okay. Is it floating in the water still?
It is, yeah. It's just floating at the top of the water.
Okay. Can I pull it onto the land and cut open its belly?
I
Sure.
wondered if you were gonna do that.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anything inside it.
I think you're gonna
Well,
find
you're-
the rest of these skeletons.
Okay. So it just really didn't like brains. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go through this door and see if that witch lady's there. If not, let's just prepare to fight something else. Before we go, how you feeling? How's the health feeling?
Sorry, which lady are we talking about?
The witch lady from the last place.
Yeah, which one?
There was only one witch lady.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking about. I'm asking about which lady.
Oh my god. Pop it. How you feeling? Do you need some help?
I'm a little worse for wear.
Okay, I got you.
I feel like I used to know how to be able to do something about this, but now I don't know.
Go ahead and apply that healing.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
How you feeling now?
One heck of a lot better.
You full?
I'm one below, but that doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm gonna wait another 10 minutes.
We're just sitting. I imagine I'm just writing in the journal,
Okay.
like, while you're doing this.
I love it. Okay. Any conversation that you
moving.
want to have while you're waiting?
No, I'm still pretty upset at her for leaving all of her memories there and probably not knowing how to cook any further.
Do you want me to cook the dead dinosaur?
Can you cook the dead dinosaur for us?
I don't know how I would start a cooking fire here.
That's
I
fine.
don't think the wood from that boat is dry enough to burn.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, once I have my,
Don't know that you'd want to eat something that eats people.
I don't mind. Once we have the point back, I'm gonna go to the door.
Okay. I'll go too.
Grand. All
All
right.
right.
You step.
I'm behind the door.
Yeah, we step through the door.
You step through the door. All right, great. I am going to move us into the next area. Again, as you step through the door, you don't notice a change in temperature until you're all the way on the other side. Once you are on the other side, it is frigid cold. It is so heckin' cold because you have just stepped onto some kind of ice plane.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, we're
And-
just moving between all of these worlds.
Oh, look, a cooking pot.
Yeah, we should have brought the nesting meat.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it would just disappear, like the little fellas.
I don't know. I still miss my little guys.
I know I call them like watchers or whatever. This isn't in character, but I think of them as like little Ocarina of Time fairies.
Hey, listen.
I imagine the Stitch from Harry Potter. That's what my brain shows me in my brain.
The Stitch,
Valid.
the golden Stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All
So I can see a old lady there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So let me paint the scene for what you're seeing. So you're surrounded by ice and snow. Between you and a cooking pot and an old hag, there are some jagged shards of ice that are coming out of the ground in all directions. They look like they are probably dangerous and would be very difficult terrain, and if you stepped on them, it would probably cut your feet. So,
Ew.
you step through, you find that you are very, very, very cold suddenly. And as you're looking across over this jagged ice that's sticking up out of the ground, this old woman takes note of you. And as she does so, you're watching her as she splits into 3 and then levels her staff. All 3 of them level their staves at you, and we go immediately into combat.
All right, let's do this.
So much for a pleasant conversation.
I see you can never trust the old witch ladies. They're always problematic.
I was ready to be like, hello, ma'am. And then you ever go up to a girl and she splits herself in 3 and tries to kill you?
Damn it.
All right. This is always tough for me because I got to figure out which one is which. They all look the same. All right, that's that one. All right, this one gets to go first. What am I going to do here? I have an ice staff, but it does not have range. So I would need to be closer to you. I do have spells. All right. I am going to move closer to you and then probably try to use Cone of Cold. Yeah, 60-foot cone. I can definitely... I don't even have to move. That's fine. I can hit you both with this.
I'm gonna be a ratsicle.
Alright, so I put it in the chat. You will have to make a DC 23 basic reflex save.
Oh boy.
Ho! Ho! Oh no. Oh no. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. You might want to hero point that.
How do I do that?
Would you like to either A, use a hero point to turn that from a critical failure into just a simple failure, or B, use a hero point to re-roll entirely?
Use a hero point to re-roll entirely.
Okay, great. All right, so I have used your hero point, and you can go ahead and re-roll. So just re-roll your basic...
How do I do?
Yeah, just click the... Okay, it's just a regular failure. It's
There we
still
go.
going to be significant damage, I think. Okay, 32. So Celeste, you're going to take all that, and Coffeecat, you're going to take half of it.
Okay.
Okay, and then for the rest of my turn, I am just going to move down here to get a better position. All right. That brings us to Coffeecat.
Talk about an icy welcome.
Literally.
Burr.
Alright, well, I think I'm gonna repay that in kind with some holy light.
Okay. All right, amazing.
So, the basic attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, that looks like a hit.
Roll damage.
Roll damage. 17. Okay. Took more damage than you anticipated, actually.
Probably because she's an unholy little snow woman. And I have the fire of the gods.
All right, your turn again. Come on, Copycat.
Yeah, you have one more
I don't
action.
know what else Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing? You need some hit points?
I'm currently down 32 of my hit points.
All right, let's heal you if we can. See if I can use one of these staff spells.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the second level one. Okay.
Go for it. So yeah, use the number 2 down there. Heal versus living.
Okay.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Yeah, very nice.
I'm just fine. I'm just dandy. All right.
Okay.
Oh wait, I get some of that too, don't I? Because it's an emanation.
It's not an emanation for the second level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I am going to have this one. Let me just double check here. Do you have ice climb? You do have ice climb. So since you have ice climb, I'm gonna use 2 movements, and I'm gonna move right there. Wait.
I'll actually be right back too. I have to do a thing.
Okay. Okay. All right. Understood. So actually, that is the whole action that witch can use.
Okay.
And
That's the other witch's turn.
one, yeah. I think the other one is going to move here.
Now I'll take the whole action too, right?
Yep. And effectively stitches.
She's. Yeah, they're
flanked.
flanked. Okay.
Okay. Good. All right, Celeste. What would you like to do?
You know what time it is?
Is it beat up time?
I think it's beat up time.
Yay!
Oops.
Okay, that is a hit. Which one were you targeting?
Left one.
Left one? Okay, great. Go ahead and roll that damage. It's a nice amount of damage. Okay. Great. What's next? Nice, another hit. Excellent. Okay. Oh!
Critical hit.
That is a critical hit. That is a critical hit, and it is a full critical. If you'll give me just 1 second, where are my critical?
No
dice?
ways.
All right.
Should I
You have
click the critical button?
Not yet, because you have rolled a full critical hit. So I am going to draw a card from you for you.
Awesome.
Yes. All right. Let's see what happens here. Your critical hit.
What's it do?
Amazing.
What's it
Normal
do?
damage. It does not do critical damage, but this is and stay down. The target is knocked prone and stunned too, which also would effectively mean that it loses its entire next turn.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh, heck yeah.
My turn again. So I hit damage, right?
Yeah, you hit damage. Awesome. And was that 3? I think that was 3.
Yep, that was my 3 actions.
Okay. Awesome. Take that damage, and it is now prone. Let me make sure that it has prone. Where are you? Where are you, prone? All right, it is prone. Great. It gains... Oh, it does gain Frightened 1. I forgot about that. So it also gains Frightened 1 because of your new weapon.
Fearful runestone.
Okay. Great. That will bring us back to the other one's turn. It's going to get 3 full actions. But it's going to have to be careful how it does this. I can do Ray of Frost. I don't know that it makes any sense for me to control weather here. I can do that, but I'm not going to. Yeah. Let's target you, Coffeecat. I'm going to hit you with a Ray of Frost. And this is an attack roll. Here we go. I hit.
No!
Damage on this. It's only 8 damage.
Wait, can't I use Retributive Strike?
This
It's
is the far away one.
yeah,
right?
this is the far away one.
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
How do I apply the resistance?
So I will put that effect on. I think it's already on. Oh, it's on twice now.
This is getting out of hand. Now
Yeah.
there are 2 of them.
So you, Coffeecat, you should just be able to hit that damage, and then it automatically takes into effect your resistance.
You got it, boss.
Yay! Took no damage.
Yes!
Oh,
Nice, amazing.
you really do have the power of God in anime.
I do.
I'm gonna move.
I'm a
down
danger
here,
to all.
moving closer to you, and that brings us to Coffeecat.
I think what I'd like to do is a revealing light.
Okay.
But is that gonna mess up Celeste unless I warn her?
Let me see. Revealing light. It is a 10-foot burst, so anybody who is in that burst would be affected.
I'm okay. I got full health. If I need to.
It's not a health issue. It's that it would put you out of commission. It messes up people's concentration kind of deal.
Oh, did you hear about me knocking the one to your left down on the ground and they missed their next turn already?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is I might just take advantage of that. Okay, let's see. Let's Imp Sting, why not?
What?
Ooh.
Imp Sting. Yeah.
Okay. That's the one that's prone?
Yes.
Okay. That is a failure.
Nice. Alright, let's see what we can do.
What?
Hey.
What? Alright.
Well,
Took 4
that
damage.
did something.
Yeah, it did something.
Very little, but something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to roll the spirit and poison now?
Yeah, go ahead and click that 1d6 spirit, because I know you take that, or they take that. Alright, so that's another 4. And then I think that they're going to take 1d6 poison damage, so you can roll that. And I will... Okay, wow.
Alright, I got some hot dice today.
Yeah. Took that.
Maybe getting bit by a dinosaur ain't all bad.
And I think that you're gonna get clumsy. Okay, all right, good. It has clumsy now. And that was just a 2 action, so... Okay.
So I have one more thing I can do?
You have one more thing you can do.
Just because I want to try it. If it'll work this time. Void warp.
Okay.
If I can.
Oh, that's 2 actions, so you won't be able to do that.
Ah, frick. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
you only have 1 action left.
Then I'll just beat on her.
Nice.
Which bonus is that?
It's the final third.
Is it the +3, +8, +13? Dope.
Yeah, you have full. You have your full roll here, so you attack at the highest possible level without the map. Whoa!
Critical miss.
That, however, is a critical fumble. I highly recommend using your hero point. Yeah.
Reroll.
Do you want to roll that to a miss, or do you want to re-roll it completely?
I'll reroll it completely.
Okay, great.
Oh,
There
That's
you
a
go.
hit.
That's better.
Nice,
That's so
nice.
cool.
Okay, so that was very smart to re-roll that. I want to make sure that you have. So you still have 2 hero points left because you've only used 1. I will go ahead and take that damage. Oh, you haven't rolled the damage yet. I'll wait for you to roll the damage. 15 damage. Nice.
I'm kind of an expert gambler now. I play a lot of Balatro.
Okay, excellent. That does, however, mean it's their turn. All right. The first one is prone and frightened and clumsy, and should have been stunned too, but I guess the stun 2 didn't make it on their character sheet for some reason. Anyway, they only have 1 action. Their 1 action is going to be stand up.
She's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a move action, right?
It is. Standing up
Reactive
is a
strike,
move.
baby.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
So now I get to roll just like regular stack, right?
Yeah. Full attack. Miss.
It's all good.
Yeah. All right. So that is that one's entire turn. The other one will then now try to hit you.
Hit who?
Hit the stitches. Since you're
Stitches.
Everybody wants to beat on this rat. Man.
Yeah.
Or stitches.
I guess I am just very eatable at my size.
I think it's going to use Ice Staff. That's a miss. Ice Staff again.
Wait,
That's a
can't
hit.
I do a reactive strike again because the creature used a ranged attack?
This is not a ranged attack. This is a melee.
Oh, okay.
attack. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So I will hit you, and how much damage will I do? 11.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I am taking that staff after we kick her out.
And then I will poke you one more time. For a miss. Okay, great. Celeste.
Stop touching me!
My turn, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that peaked the microphone.
That's a hit. Okay, 16 damage is quite a lot. Okay.
Encore.
That's another hit.
Brava.
Whew. Barely alive. I'm barely alive.
Do it again. Do it.
Critical miss.
Critical miss, and that's a fumble, actually. Do you want to
Reroll
take
using
that?
hero point.
Nice. Okay. Whoa!
Critical hit.
Yo!
That's a true critical hit. What? All right. Let me pull another card for you. That's amazing. This is not going well for me. All right. Broken leg. The target has a negative 15-foot status penalty using land speed until healed, and you do critical damage.
All right, click critical.
All right, so I think that you just literally hacked this witch's leg off completely.
Ooh.
And she falls and dies. And I think when you do that, the other two will begin to scream in rage.
Awesome.
Yes, yes, yes.
I bet that's just the most horrible sound.
I think that's my the rest of my turn, right?
Yeah, yeah. So, let's move on back to this one again. I have fewer things that I can do now. That's unfortunate. Should have used the spells that I had when I had the opportunity, but I will just...
Run as fast as you can.
Are you gonna make an intimidate attempt?
I'm gonna keep targeting you, Coffeecat, and I'm gonna hit you with Ray of Frost again.
Go ahead, it tickles. I say that and then you're gonna get a critical hit and one-shot me.
That's just a regular hit
Oh, thank God.
for 10 damage.
Did you wanna?
What? What? Reactor strike, or what are we talking about?
Yeah.
I can use reactor strike, can't I?
It's like your favorite thing.
I think so.
You still gotta take that damage, though.
No, that's fine.
Oh, is it within your reach?
Oh, retributive strike. There you go.
Okay, now I'll take damage.
Okay. All right, you take 2 damage. All right, great. It's going to move in here.
It really shouldn't.
That is objectively true.
All right. That ends its turn, and we come back to Coffeecat again.
All right. I'm so spoiled for choice right now.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, now Void Warp. I really, really wanna.
Okay.
Which one are you targeting?
The one that's right next to me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Gotta make sure that is clicked. I got a success, so I believe that means I'm gonna take half the damage.
All right. Let's hope for something good.
Yep. All right.
What?
All right, I took 3. You have 1 action left.
Okay. Maybe just a little love tap. Just a little love tap. Oops, I didn't mean to click that.
No worries.
I was just trying to see what it did. Yeah, I'll just smack her. Which bonus is that?
You have a let me double check. That did not have the attack trait, so you have your full map.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a hit.
Ooh,
Okay.
not nothing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll take it. All right.
Smick.
Okie dokie. It is my turn. I am not happy, so I am going to hit you again 3 times.
3 times.
That's a hit for 12 damage.
Okay.
And again, oh, it's a crit.
Critical hit. And I
Oh,
can't do
dear.
anything to help, can I? Ugh.
Oh, that's gonna get me to 0.
Okay. If that gets you to 0, then your only option here is to use all the rest of your hero points that will keep you up at 1. If you want to save yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and take the
Well-
damage.
She still gets 1 more hit on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Use your hero points. Use them.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and take the damage. Okay, you have
All right.
no hero points left, but you are at 1 HP. All right, so you are alive, just barely. It does have 1 attack left. Even I, at this point, am hoping that it misses on this one. We shall see what happens. That's a miss. Okay, excellent.
That was insanely lucky.
Yeah. All right, Celeste, what are you going to do here?
You never get my second focus point back to use the lay of hand.
I did not. Okay. You have a focus point. Hi. Okay.
And then
Yeah,
she needs to click apply healing, right? Okay,
Mhm.
good.
Yep.
Go. All right. And then I have how many actions left?
2.
All right. I still get to use my full attack.
Yep.
Right. I'm pissed.
Nice. Oh no.
Reroll using a hero point?
Okay, that's your last hero point. So
That's fine.
Okay. All right. That's a hit. Okay. I'll take that damage. I think you have one
And
more.
I still get to attack again.
Oh my gosh.
That's a critical miss.
That's a fumble, in fact. That's a full fumble. So since that was a nat 1, let me tell you what happens here. Attack the darkness. Your enemies are concealed from you until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
All right. So you can't see them next turn. And it's now this one's turn. Oh gosh. This suddenly turned. Alright, I'm attacking you, Celeste. I'm actually going to try clawing you first. Nope. I'm gonna target you instead. Alright, let's do a claw. That's a hit. She's also very angry for 15.
And so I take the damage.
Yeah. Alright, she goes again. That's a miss, and again. That is a hit, actually. Oh, I can't believe I got that hit. For 12. Okay. Great. Alright, Coffeecat.
Alright. Hail Mary time. Revealing light.
Okay. Oh! Interesting.
Right.
Alright, so all of us are going to have to make a DC 22. You won't, Coffeecat, but you will, Celeste.
Success.
Okay. Failure. They're no longer going to be concealed.
So I can see them again.
Yep.
Awesome.
You just counteracted that critical failure. That's amazing, actually. All right. So one of them has that for 2 rounds. One of them has that for 1 round. Great.
I learned that from the hag fight in Baldur's Gate City.
Nice. And you do have 1 more action left. I would probably recommend maybe dropping another one of your heals on yourself.
Yeah, that's
Heal
what's
yourself.
gonna happen.
Heal yourself. Yeah, please.
All right. Yeah, so the bad news is that you will be dazzled for 1 round, or 2 rounds, actually. Yeah. Good. Oh, one of those is affected actually for 1 full minute. So one of those is for a minute.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, good. Did you take your healing?
Just the regular heal.
Okay, yep, just the regular one. Roll that healing. Apply it to yourself. 14 is pretty good. All right.
Wait, is there any chance I could crawl away a little bit too, or no?
No. That would be another action.
Okay, no worries.
But believe it or not, see, now I don't know which one is affected for a minute and which one is only affected for a round. But I guess it doesn't matter. 2 rounds. I guess it doesn't matter because I think that they are actually going to try to regroup. Okay, great. They are both going
Can
to...
I use reactive strike still?
Yeah, you sure can. So she goes to move away. I'll
Do I
pause
still get to
before I do
roll a full
it. You do,
action?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
a full attack? How do I do that?
So you're just... Yep, flat d20, so that would be /r d20. Or is it r/d20? I don't remember which one it is. /r d20. Awesome, yeah, you made it. Easy.
Okay. So I can do a regular full attack on this critter.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Critical hit.
Oh.
That's not a true critical, but you can just roll the critical damage. Okay, whoa.
And it becomes frightened.
Awesome. Take that damage. That was significant. I am gonna just move up here, and that will be my whole turn. Just regrouping.
My turn now, right? Or...
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alright. So, and then there's this little girl down here. It's ticking me off.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta do an R20 again, right?
Yes.
That's not it.
Yeah, no, /r. So the slash goes first. Okay,
19.
yeah, easy. You made it.
Nice.
Okay, that is a hit. Take that damage. Okay, great. That's a miss.
Alright.
You gonna do one more or what?
Trying
Yeah,
to
you
think
have
of
one-
what I can do here.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. Critical miss.
Ah, yikes. Okay. That's not a fumble, so you're fine. So that'll be
Just-
just the end of your turn.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep. All right. So this one, I think, is going to move up here to regroup.
Do I still get to do another reactive strike, or is that it?
You most certainly do.
Okay.
I think you will still have to pass the
Yeah.
flat check. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Nice.
Go for it. Nice. All right, I'll take it. All right, now I'll move way up here.
Okay.
And then I'm dazzled. What am I gonna do here? All right, I'm gonna roll this flat check. That is
Failure.
Failure. I don't know where you are. I will effectively end my turn here. All right, Coffeecat.
Alright, Coffeecat. How dead are you still?
I'm at about half health. I'm gonna heal myself again.
Nice.
Thinking.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Okay, because I could do the big boy one
I'm
Mhm.
fine.
and double dip us.
Fine.
I would do the
Okay.
Focus
two
on healing you.
yourself. Yeah.
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 Okay. Nice.
There you go.
All right.
Amazing.
Now you're about full, right?
Hi, bud. Hi. Hi, baby girl.
Yep, I think full.
Yes.
Mhm.
Alright. I think that's about all I can do, huh?
You have one action left. You could move
Alright.
to get into a better position. You could always do a knowledge check on these hags to kind of try to figure out what makes them tick.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
So
under your
which-
skills, you're gonna want to roll. I think you could probably get away with occultism here. You have that, right? No. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. One sec. I keep looking at Celeste's sheet when I mean to look at your sheet. Okay. What do you have that's good? You have... Yeah, nature works, but I think you also have religion.
Yep.
So, yeah, nature or religion, either one. They're both going to be the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's really, really good. I think you already know that they are weak to fire. I'll tell you that they're immune to cold. They're also weak to cold iron, but that's not going to help you a whole lot. But I will tell you that their worst save is their reflex save.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. So, some good information that you got there. I think that's probably pretty good. All right.
Yeah.
Let's move to this one's turn. It's still going to be, for one more turn, dazzled. So, let me roll this flat check. It passes. I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost. I'm going to target you, Coffeecat, again. They're just, for some reason, they just don't like you. I don't know.
Targeted harassment.
That's a hit. For 4 damage only.
I'll accept that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a choice, but, like, you know.
And then...
I feel like I'm taking ownership of the situation.
I think I am actually going to move again for the end of my turn, and I'm going to move here. Just to get a little bit of better positioning. And we'll end turn. Alright, Celeste.
Oh, you know I gotta get in close. Close enough, at least. All right. That'll do.
Okay, 25.
All right, and then I gotta roll, right, to see if I can see them.
Yes. Okay, you made it.
Okay.
I think you're still slightly too far away. That'd be 15 feet. You have a reach of 10, I think.
Oh, this one. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have 30 feet of movement, so that's still only one action.
Okay, so does then I can just do this here.
Mm-hmm.
I would go for the one that's about to not be hacked up.
Which one's the one that's not about to not be hacked up?
I think it's the
I think it's the one on the right. The one on the left is the one that got that minute, right?
Yeah. So the one on the right is about to be... Yeah, that's right. Oh,
Critical hit.
Whoa.
amazing. All right, roll that critical damage.
Critical damage.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Okay. It's almost dead.
Do it again.
1 second. I have hasty celebration. You critically succeed in an attack roll against an enemy, or enemy critically fails against their saving throw. You grant all allies within 60 feet a circumstance bonus to attack rolls and damage until the end of your next turn.
Amazing.
I will be off guard, but it is what it is.
Okay.
How do I use it?
I will give that to both of you.
Okay.
Great.
And then I gotta Roll this. Roll.
That's a miss.
Miss. Ah, okay.
That's a miss. All right. That brings us to this one.
The lady that's stuck with a minute-long days.
I'm upset that this doesn't have reach. But hold on, just 1 second. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I
Bless you.
sneezed. I didn't reverb it though.
No reverb. I reverb.
I'm gonna.
That's my job.
I'm gonna take a step down. I'm going to attack you with my staff. Wait, I have to roll first. See if you are concealed.
On. Yes.
Wait.
Oh no, you made it.
I succeed. I succeed. Yeah.
Okay. Dang it.
I was like, why are you celebrating? She's gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, she's about to. Yeah.
All right. Make sure that you're targeted and attack you. It's a
Guess that celebration
20.
was a little too hasty.
20 damage. Okay, and one more go. This is also a hit. Regular damage, 16. Yikes. Okay, awesome. All right, Coffeecat.
Yes.
You.
It's me. Alright, it hasn't worked once yet, but I'm gonna try to Divine Lance that one hag.
Nice.
Alright.
Oh no.
Still bitch.
Okay.
I guess I'll just come up and
Okay.
hide behind my friend.
Nice. Nice. Awesome.
Do you not have any more moves?
It's 2 actions to do
Yeah.
a cantrip, so.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can see you because this is the one. No, this is the one that this effect should be over.
Yeah, that effect should be over.
Yep. Yep. All right. So,
They're still frightened.
they are, yeah.
That is true.
I am gonna take a step back. and
Okay,
I'm
well
going
then I'm
to-
going to go ahead, since yours taking a step back,
You are in
make an
reach.
attack.
I
Yeah.
keep forgetting that. Okay. All
So,
right. Go for it.
critical hit.
Gosh.
Oh,
All
you
right.
mother.
All right. Misplay on my part. I own it. That I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that's
34.
That's gonna kill. That's gonna kill. That was a pretty bad misplay on my part, and that brings us right back to your turn.
Oh yeah, it is my turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, that's a
It-
hit. 16. Okay.
I almost used the wrong one. 1 second.
Oh no. Still a
Hit.
hit. Okay. Nice. Miss.
Miss.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You're concealed.
Of course, it's still the one with the highest initiative left.
I failed.
Ah,
I don't know where
yes.
you are.
Oh.
Go ahead and
Huh.
move. Also, Hasty
Alright.
Celebration should be off, by the way.
Oh, thank you. All right, this is a 20-foot burst. I'm going to use all 3 of my actions to use Ice Storm because I don't know where you are. So I cast Ice Storm, and you are both going to have to make a DC 23 basic reflex save.
Now I failed.
Oh my
Oh, you
gosh.
critically failed.
All right. So,
Damage.
yep. You'll take double.
Oh,
Yeah. That didn't just kill you, did it?
no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Mandratron, I need you to heal me this next round.
Alright, I think I still have some left from the staff, but it's not reflected in my spell list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just regular?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just reading
Hi.
this. Alright. So anyone who ends their turn in this space is going to take 2 cold damage.
Yeah, definitely need some heals, Mandratron.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, how do we want to work that?
Yeah. Okay, so it is your turn. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Alright, let's do this. Let's do the versus living, right?
Yeah,
if
versus
you're-
living.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope that helps.
Oh, it did. It did. All right, now I would recommend moving your tush
Yeah,
out
I'm
of
gonna
there.
get out of the ice.
Yeah.
It sucks here. Let's...
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good. You're out of the ice.
And I think that's about it, isn't
Yep,
it?
yep.
Okay.
All right.
And it's my turn.
It is indeed.
Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is moving here.
Beautiful.
Then
Okay, that's a hit.
It's clobbering time.
12. Hit. 7, okay. Alrighty. Can I see you? Can I see you? Can I see you? Not.
no.
You
Yes.
can't.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? This is bad. I can't do Ice Storm again. I will, in fact, just try again. I will
Yes.
fail again. And I'll... Yeah? Yeah? I will try a third time, and I will succeed. I'll get to make 1 attack at least. Nice. Alright, so using the maximum map penalty. Oh my god, I hit.
Wow.
I can't believe it. 16 damage.
On who?
You.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All
Alright. That's it. That's it for me.
I think it's Mandratron's turn again.
It is, yeah.
Yep. I suppose I'll get in range and try to smack with the axe.
Okay.
Alright.
Yes.
Whoa.
Critical hit. Yes.
Oh, that is a true critical.
Yeah, don't press
That's a-
anything. Don't press
yeah,
anything.
Don't press anything yet.
Okay.
Your effect is... That's the same one. You got the same one as Celeste. Hold on.
I'll accept a different one.
Knockback. Your target is pushed back 1d4 plus... No. 1d4 times 5 feet. Oh, this could be really cool, actually. So... First of all, go ahead and roll your critical damage, because you're going to do full critical damage.
Is that the right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the right
First
one.
option?
That's the right one. Okay, 24 damage. I think...
It's dead.
It.
Yes.
It's gonna kill it. All right.
Yes.
And I think with that blowback, I think I'm gonna cause the thing to just go ahead and fly back into these icicles. Why can't I move? Oh, because I'm doing this. I'm gonna make it like fly into this and then just like stick into the icicles.
Impaled.
Yeah, fully impaled.
That's even better. I was gonna be like, what if we knocked her into the soup pot?
That's the good news. The bad news is the very moment that she dies, you feel a familiar feeling in your gut. You feel that feeling that you're being pulled as if you turned into spaghetti. You felt this once before when you came through the initial portal. And you are violently spit out. You come flying out of a portal, and you fly, I'm gonna say like 16 feet forward. And you land in a new place. You don't really have a whole lot of time to react, because a few things are going to happen, and they're going to happen very quickly. You have found yourself floating on some kind of circular platform. Off in the distance, all you see is empty space, as if you were in the middle of space itself. And then a couple of things are going to happen. You're going to notice a light tick on, and you'll see a little watcher. And then
it's my boys.
See another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, until in the distance you see thousands upon thousands, and all of their eyes are trained upon you. They seem to be everywhere in all directions. And one of them is going to quickly dart into the center of this arena, and it's going to dip down into some kind of mechanism. And it's going to vanish. And when it vanishes, you hear this entire area, as if it were some kind of clockwork mechanism, start rotating. And a clockwork guardian pops out of the center and attacks you immediately. And you're going to notice that in the face of this guardian is one of those watchers, looking out right in the center, as if it had just become its eye.
That would be so cool if it wasn't going to kill us.
We have to roll for initiative, right?
Yeah, you're going to roll for initiative. Okie dokie, so this thing is obviously going to go first. I am going to move. I can move 30 feet. So I'll move here. I'm going to be right in range. So this thing moves like some gigantic clockwork snake. Slithers right into the pit. And I think it is going to do 2 attacks, 1 on each of you. I'm going to start with the little puppet. Let's see how this goes. A blade attack with some kind of like whirring saw blade that comes out of its face. I think that's going to be a critical hit. That's a heckin' critical.
Okay, but I want to use Retributive Strike.
Awesome. Okay. I'm going to roll the damage. Go ahead. Attack back, right? It's not attack ahead of time. I get to do my damage first.
You can make your melee strike against enemies a bit further away. If the enemy that triggered your reaction is okay. You protect your ally and strike your enemy. The ally gains 2 resistance to all trigger damage. If the enemy is within reach, make a melee strike against it. Yeah, damage does trigger first.
All right, let me roll this damage. 74.
Man, that's overkill. I'm just like, I like to imagine it just like, it punishes me so thoroughly that I just almost explode out into my component parts. The fabric, the stuffing, the buttons, everything. Just before I can even react, just obliterated in an instant.
Yep.
And then I get to attack.
Yep, you sure do. Okay. That doesn't hit.
Oh, I forgot to click.
Yeah. But it's not enough to hit, actually. So I think you probably, the way this is probably going to go down with your retributive strike is that you're going to see stitches just get absolutely obliterated. Stitching goes everywhere, stuffing goes everywhere, and then you're kind of watching this happen from the side. You see this, and your eyes kind of like go back in absolute fury, and you go to strike, and it just darts just ever so slightly out of the way. And I think one of those, the watcher that's in its eye is going to start blinking rapidly red because it's still angry at you.
Of course it is.
Yes, and then targeting you, it is going to use a blowtorch attack. And I think it's probably going to incinerate you. Yeah. And it just burns you alive.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm so dead.
You should give us your best dramatic, like...
Ah!
That's the best you got?
That's it. That's all. It's all that you're getting out of me.
Where's Mew when you need her? Can we just get that spliced in here?
So, first and foremost, let me just congratulate you for being the first to actually make it to the 4th stage. Nobody has ever made it this far before, obviously. So, wow. Congratulations. You got to see effectively the final boss.
Hell yeah, kill screen level.
Yay!
Yeah, if only I had gotten one more heal from Manager Chan, I would have been able to do at least one strike on this fucker.
If only you hadn't pissed off the Watcher so badly.
It still was gonna kill us.
It was always gonna kill you. Maybe I could have. You know, I'm a puppet, it's an automaton. Maybe we could have talked it out if you hadn't made it so dang mad.
Yeah, nah. These things were evil from the beginning. I knew it.
You were, in fact, vindicated in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I've felt from the very beginning has been right. That's all I'm saying. Everything I've said from the very beginning has been right.
About that. A lot of what you have thought has been right, actually. A surprising amount of what you have thought has been accurate, but not everything, I'll just say.
99% of the stuff. If only I had full health, I could have taken another 2 or 3 hit.
Yeah, I mean, you probably could have done at least 2% of the hit points that this thing has.
Honestly, no. What I would have done is I would have jumped off the fucking edge.
I thought about it. I thought about being like, you want to risk it?
We didn't have a chance. If we had come higher in initiative, it would have been fine. I would have jumped off the edge. I would have jumped, purposely grabbed one of the watchers and taken it with me too.
Write it down like video game style. Grab the flying enemy and write it down.
Exactly my plan.
I'm thinking of the chickens from Zelda because apparently that's all I can think about right now.
Yeah.
Well, this was absolutely wonderful. I have to tell you, this was a delight. I'm so happy to have the both of you on here. I can't wait for the next time, the next person who gets to try to attempt this. So thank you very, very,
Has
very
people
much.
made it to the hags before?
So
It's different every time.
yeah, it's different every time. But many people have made it to the third. You're the first to make it through. I'm going to claim that that's because I misplayed multiple times, but I definitely did misplay. But both of you did wonderfully. You played admirably, and you did great. I'm so happy. As I always tell people, there's always the possibility that I could ask you back. If that's something that you're interested in, we could do this another time after maybe the end of the first season or something like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. My little raccoon girl coming back. Her boob's got to do more damage.
Nice. I love it.
Bigger, bustier, badder.
All I'm gonna say is all it would take is another revive, and we'd be fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You just needed more hero points.
Yeah, if I had one more hero point, I would have been fine. But I had to use it on that last thing. Otherwise, I would have been.
Yeah.
We would have lasted one more turn before we got overkilled.
No, again, would have jumped off the edge, grabbed a watcher, and floated it down. I would have been fine. No, I probably would have died, is what would have happened. But
Whoever's
I would have
dealing
taken
with
one with
next,
me.
Use that idea. That's free real estate for you only.
Okay. So we are at the end of our adventure. Is there anything that you want to leave my guests with, my viewers? Is there anything that you want to say here at the end?
This was rigged. The hags were rigged against us. From the very beginning, I knew that all of these creatures were evil, and I wish I had smashed more of them. I hope whoever comes by next time realizes that these creatures are terrible and smashes them all the way through.
We shall see.
I gotta say, it was an honor to get blasted into giblets by your girthy and splendiferous mechanical snake.
I love it.
It was a real treat to be part of this.
Aww.
Both sessions have been the most fun I've had in a very long time.
Thank you.
In regards to tabletop gaming and just, well, I say like I've been on someone's project before. No, this is my first time.
Well,
if you're watching, Mom and Dad, I made it.
Aww.
I'm on the internet.
Aww.
You better be watching.
You're
I
so
know where
sweet.
you live.
Well, thank you again, both. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter or at CelesteRyan.com. You can find me on Irium. You can find me on Twitch. You can find Coffeecat in my chat.
I have stuff too. I should probably drop it.
She has a blue sky.
Yeah.
I have a blue sky. I have an X account just because it's useful, but I hate it. I don't post there.
Yeah.
I have a YouTube channel that will someday have stuff on it. Maybe it'll have stuff on it by the time you're looking at this. I have a Bandcamp. Maybe it'll also have stuff. Maybe these songs that you heard that I have made.
Yeah,
Maybe there will be even more. There will probably be even more.
I was going to bring that up, that we should think about like putting those on maybe YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a great idea.
I think so too.
And I gotta write a battle theme. I'm thinking about snakes. I gotta write a battle theme, a snaddle theme for a snig snolden snake.
Love it. Thank you again, everybody at home, all of my viewers. Please show my guests some love. They were wonderful. And before we go, there's one last thing that I want to do. I think the camera is going to very, very slowly open again over the spot where the two of you were defeated. And I think two of the Watchers are going to move to either side of you, or your remains, as it were. And there's going to be a beam that comes out of either one of the Watchers. It's going to kind of examine you as if it's scanning each one of your remains. And slowly, they're going to reconstitute a trophy that looks like you. It's going to appear as if it were 3D printed. And those statues are then going to dart with these watchers into the portal and disappear.
Wonder where those are going.
We shall see. But thank you again. And everybody at home, can't wait to see you next time. Matane.
Matane.
Matane. I love saying that.
Yay.